Hello everybody, Peace here, and we have lots of stuff to cover, so let's get fast on this train. So first of all, 2-week time frame. This thing was brought to my attention by a friend of mine. He doesn't have a Twitter, so I can give a proper shout out, so I'll be giving a shout out to mine. Follow me on Twitter for more of my setups, because video updates require time, and to be fair, I don't always have opportunity to deliver those. So follow me on my Twitter. I'm much more frequent visitor over there than I'm on YouTube, so if you like my content, go towards Twitter. Now what has been brought to my attention is that 6.287 or 6.3k, doesn't really matter, has been a very valid support for bulls, and a support that bears couldn't manage to break on a 10-week period on 2-week basis. So for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, basically, what was that? 10 weeks, right? 10 weeks, 2.5 months, Bear's been unable to break this support, and this is just something that I will keep in my mind to add towards the structure sentiment as we'll go forward. Now let's go to the weekly time frame. Here's a weekly time frame. What do we see here? No, this is a daily, weekly. Not much. I have 2 green candles bending. Most of the time previously whenever I had downturn, we never had 2 green candles in a row. This is something new, which might suggest that we're having a proper move up here, similar to this one, just a more shallow and a rapid one. So we'll keep that in mind. Kind of interesting candlestick pattern, however the volume is abysmal, still going down. Now, do you see anything important here on the weekly time frame? Not really. 50-week moving average acting as a resistance has been support prior. 100-week is marked here as a dynamic support in case we break down. Let's go into daily. Daily 5100 desk cross pending. And once again, I don't have real statistics on the desk cross of 50 versus 100, so if anybody has a strike rate for the technical pattern, please share. I'm just pointing out this as a picture because I don't necessarily trade it or have traded in the past, especially on BTC, to give any valid indication for how well 50 versus 100 desk cross works. 250 desk cross, I have a lot of statistics recorded for that strike rate, but for 1500 not so much. Now triple MA, 55 MA is acting as a resistance here as well on a weekly time frame. 8 is acting as a resistance, and just heavy exponential moving average bearish cross going here. Now let's come back to this daily once again. Now, as a flavor of the months, many people have started talking about Fibonacci relationship. So initially we had 0.5 going in for this leg, and then even initially this leg here. Then after that we had 2 lags for 0.618, which made me speculate that we're in some sort of an Elliott wave triangle, which also has brought towards the attention of this 0.786 relationship, which has been the bottom here. And well, let's see if something will happen. Now I will just mark 0.786 here, which is 5.2k, and to be fair, that's kind of interesting since it coincides with dynamic support at 100-week moving average. Now going to daily time frame here, or daily time frame, there are a few things that have to be covered. Let's go into a 4-hour first to illustrate those. Many people are talking about this being impulsive structure down, and while it has been fast, it essentially has been corrective. Now this pitchfork suggests that the entire price action, the descending price action has been happening in this channel, has been broken out, and now we're correcting towards the entirety of this move down. So if we're correcting towards the entirety of this move down, here are the Fibonacci levels that we are trying to respect. 0.32 here, 0.5 and 0.618. I've already talked about the significance of 0.618 prior. Could this be the break above? Possibly, however, with some things going in my mind, it just doesn't seem right. So on a daily time frame, looking at on balance volume, and this is something that I have brought previously to attention. Let me just get this to the front line. Here is unbalanced volume. Now you can see that for this entire move up, it barely sloped. It's also sitting right under the resistance, which is provided by the double bottom here. So you can see that the volume didn't exit, which made it more obvious that this could be the bottom here at 6.18k. Once again, flashed out people out, hunted their stops, we retested this level, and then we rallied up. So this is a good indication of when you're shaking out weak hands. Price made a lower low, unbalanced volume didn't, makes you bullish divergence, kinda. Same here, and now we're retesting it, and on the first break we failed. Something that is very important to me, and coupled with the fact that on a 4-hour time frame, and for some reason I just can't get unbalanced volume to respect me. Let me get it once again here. Where's my RSI? Okay, please, no, not this color. And here, once again, no, orange. So on a 4-hour time frame, you can see as well, has barely been sloping up when the price has been moving up significantly. Look at this. Price has been moving up significantly, and we barely made anything here. Also, kind of a bearish divergence, 4-minute on unbalanced volume. Something to keep in mind. Now, from elliott wave structure, it's very difficult. Seems like we're forming some sort of a WXY here with an ABC going on here. So 0.618. So we broke out on BitMEX maintenance. We tapped 0.618, went back up on absolutely no volume. One more trick for you to suggest. Here is 15-minute time frame. Was very easy short. If you would be waiting for this entry, you had this trend line sloping up, parabolic advance, barely any volume here. You can see that it was declining throughout this entire move up, and now it's actually picking up kinda on the sell volume. Something denotes to me that we might be bearish, and very easy setup, just short the break of the trend line. Also 4-hour time frame, shooting star candlestick, short the break of this candlestick and put your stop above the wick. But first figure out what would your target be. Well, first target is the upper range here at 6.632. Do we have any meaningful Fibonacci there? Not really. It doesn't seem so. It seems like, for me at least, as that hunt stops once again will break through 6.6k, will go to 6,527 or 6.463 level, kinda, before making one more move up like this to 7,000 to complete the structure and start rolling over on a significant scale. But until then, we need to take this one time. So once again, 1-to-1 extension, 7.3k, going between 0.5 and 0.61 fib. Kind of nice. And ABC here, extension, I believe it coincide with that at 1.618. So something to keep in mind. Essentially, what I'm planning to do, since I'm in a short position myself, I will set my stop at, let's go into lower time frame here. So this last support and resistance, 6,750 would be my stop, and until then I will ride it to 6.5k ish, suggesting that at 6.5k ish suggestions that I might have be here. I will see I will be looking for any swing failure patterns, any volume anomalies to suggest that we might have found the bottom here before the final leg up. But if that doesn't happen, then I would have to modify my count and suggest that we have already topped out here and truncated Y and we'll be moving down. Now, I don't agree with one count which I essentially had on my mind. Some people are suggesting this is 1-2, and the reason why I don't like it is because on the daily time frame, this wave 1 swing point doesn't really exist. So going over the weeks is just not really my cup of tea on a weekly time frame. So if any 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern will be manifesting itself, it will be manifesting itself here now after the initial breakdown of the support, and I believe that more likely something like this. If we will start rollover here, what would be my targets? Well, I already said that my targets would be 100 week moving average first, essentially, and at 5.2k, and then we had 0.786 at 4.9k as the next targets. So I'll be looking at those. Until then, I'm remaining bearish. I believe we are starting to roll right here, right now, and if we don't, this is still a high probability short after the candlestick that has one of the best strike rates, being 4-hour shooting star, and basically that's all I have for now. As the beginning of the trading day, and I'm already losing the track of my mind, not a good sign. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you found it helpful, leave a like and subscribe, and if we break the high of this candle, or I see some interesting interaction 6.5k, I will certainly release a new one. See you guys soon.